Randy T-Bird out here in Arizona on a fine February morning, February 2nd. What a difference in the weather. Last week it snowed. We've been having a cold snap up here, and it's been in the 20s at night and only the 40s and low 50s in the daytime. And again, last weekend it snowed, and I was down in Phoenix last weekend, if you saw the video, and then I come back Monday and weather was cold and snowy, and now it's mostly gone, and it's going to be 70 up here today, so it's going to be awesome. It's like it was in the valley last weekend for the outlaw rodeo that my buddy Shop Dillingers put on, and that was a great time. And if you haven't seen the video, please do. I will post a link for it up in today's video. Anyway, finally got back out on the highway. Haven't ridden my bike for 2 weeks. The weather has just been crummy, but as of today, there's not a cloud in the sky. Just beautiful out. A little bit of snow on the mountains still, and none where I'm going today. So just out on the Heritage. I just did a little work tour. This company called Kraus that makes this thing called an Easy Shift. Anybody that's got a late model Harley with forward controls or floorboards has found that it's really hard to get them into neutral. This is like a little extension thing that changes the angle of the shift rod, and well, so far I can report that it's working good. I mean, I have not had any trouble finding neutral. It clicks in just like my Dyna does. My thoughts is the long linkage is what causes a little bit of imprecise action, if you want to call it, for the shifting. So, but I put it on there, and it changes the angle of the rod, and it's like $90, $92, depending on where you buy it. And she's shifted into neutral just fine right now. I'm enjoying that. That's one problem that I've always had with this bike, and even other M8 bikes that had the forward controls on them, is I've had trouble getting into neutral. Well, that seems to fix the problem. I read some reviews on it. They all came out good. One of the guys that was in the shop for repair had one on his bike, and he said it cured the problem. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. So money well spent. Anyway, beautiful day out here. It's when I left the house, it was 63 degrees, and that's as warm as it's been up here for better than a month. We've had days in the 40s with the wind blowing and wind chill down in the teens, and surprisingly, we had a real good month at work. At the shop, you know, people were coming in, and there's some real hardy riders that rode in that cold temperature. And didn't see anybody on the snow day though on the bike, but there's people came in their vehicles getting caught up on some work that needs to be done and whatever. So a good January. Hope you're all doing well, and if you're able to get out on your bikes, you can. If not, you're making changes and plans and just doing things that you never had time to get to on the bike. And if you got a nice warm garage in cold country, this is an awesome day out here. I'll be going up a little bit in elevation, so it'll probably cool down a little bit, but by 3 o'clock they said it's going to be 72 degrees. So beautiful. Some of this cold weather though has really affected my body a little bit, you know, but you know what are you gonna do? You don't have a choice, just got to deal with it, right? I see the Super Bowl is going to be pretty much a repeat of last year. We'll see what happens. I'm not a crazy big football fan. To me, I'll watch it. I've watched probably more games this year than I had in previous years, but I'm a baseball fan, so I'm waiting for that. Pitchers and catchers will be reporting here in the next couple of weeks down to Arizona and Florida spring training, and I'm going to get back into that. And then this year I finally got access to baseball, so I'll have a full season of it. Last year I didn't get get it till August, but now I have access so I can watch a lot of games. Looking forward to a good season. Yeah. One thing about it though is that I was dismayed to hear about this one guy getting $1 billion to play. I mean, come on. You know, and these guys are getting kind of spoiled, I think. $1 billion. And I'm sure it's deferred or whatever, but you know, come on, it's a kid's game. You should be thrilled that you could actually play this game. You know, I always wanted to be a professional baseball player, but I never had the talent or the size to do it. And you know, you guys are living in a privilege. Yeah, you know, respect the game, respect the people that want to come see you but can't afford to do it. You know, or you have to buy cable just to be able to watch local games. It's a little frustrating, but you know, up here in the mountains where I live, you pretty much got to have cable or you don't get TV at all. Yeah, it's pretty rough up here. There's no local stations, and I'm 40 miles or I'm 80 miles from town, so you know, it's okay. There's the shop today, closed today. It's a Sunday. Let's ride. Well, that's what I'm doing. Going through Mayor. You guys building an octagon-shaped house up there. That's wild. You know, these country folks, they do some strange things from time to time. Yeah, there was snow up on those peaks a couple days ago, but it's all melted off now. And I'm not sure when we're going to have snow again, but we will. We live up in the mountains after all. So. You can see a lot more of this town with the trees all bare in the winter, and otherwise you can see there's a town of only 950 people or so. So where I live is less than 3,200. Kind of nice. Kind of nice. Crystal blue sky today. You know, for you folks that are dealing with bad weather, well, here's some blue sky for you. Hey Flinch, I was watching your video. It looks like you got yourself an ST. That's pretty cool. I like those bikes. I prefer the S model because I don't like the fixed fairing, but that's a cool bike. We sell a few of them, and everybody that's got them really likes them a lot. So tons of power. It's a good bike, man. Good choice. I'm a shout out to Jim's Carnivore Kitchen, one of my best, most often, it never misses an episode of one of my videos. And here's to you, Jim, back in Pennsylvania, and I hope you're staying warm. I enjoy the pictures you post on Instagram, and it's like you got some real winter up there. So, you know, it won't last forever. You'll be able to get back out on your bike, man. But it's always good to hear from you when I post a video. There's some adventure riders out there. A while back I had to put a battery in this bike. It's, you know, it's 2.5 years old, and the battery just finally gave up the ghost, and that was a bit of an adventure getting the battery in these M8 Softails. But you know, it's always hardest the first time, and I learned a few tricks, and the guys at the shop showed me a few tricks. So, you know, you do what you can. You know, I'm not going to pay somebody an hour labor to put in a battery if I can do it myself. So, hopefully going to get out on the Dyna tomorrow. I'm itching to ride it too, so haven't done much to it. Just, you know, been riding it, and, you know, after I put a San Diego custom seat on it, saddleman seat, and that's the only thing I've really done to it lately. Changed fairings around again just because I can. Anyway, there's our big flag up here, up by Poland Junction. That's a giant flag. We're back to full staff now that we've observed the mourning period for President Carter, who passed on a month or so ago. And, Not a great president, but a great man. So, you know, here's to you, Jimmy. Godspeed. Not much wind today, which is unusual up here. Just enough to make the flag flutter a little bit. An awesome day for a ride. Well, this is Randy T-Bird out here in Arizona. Just enjoying a February 2nd out here, and clear roads and clear skies, and hope you're all doing well, and hope you get to enjoy the Super Bowl next weekend. And anyway, if you haven't subscribed, please do. I appreciate it. I love hearing from you guys, and I like bringing you some good weather here for you folks that are back east. They cannot enjoy that this time of year, so here we are, and I will talk to you again. Take care.